Wow, hello Germany. What an awesome festival this has been. I would like to talk to you about how you can create an awesome customer experience and achieve great ROI using native live video shopping. And I know what some of you are thinking now. You just learned about a year ago what the heck is live video shopping, and now we're twisting it up again, adding the word native. Well, native is important. Native is when you as a marketeer are in full control of the customer journey and all the data that goes along with that. Native is when you're hosting a live video shopping experience on your own website. And the retail landscape is changing. It's changing super fast, and the faster you adopt and learn, the more successful you're most likely going to win. And I brought with me here today a very special guest, the Nordic e-commerce director, marketing director of Samsung, and he's going to share his insights on how they have leveraged live video shopping for the last 2 years. But before we do that, let's go into how e-commerce has evolved and where we are now. We started off as a very static HTML page, right? And we moved into a more social, more interactive environment. Yet, very few e-commerce sites are using interactive video to communicate with its shoppers. We see video is taking over social media, right? Video is replacing traditional phone calls. I call my grandma on FaceTime. I even call my doctor through a video app. And research showed that 80% of all internet traffic by next year is going to be video. Still, go into one of your favorite web shops. You will find a lot of 2D static images and a very long product description next to it. Another big thing, another big consumer behavior change that we're seeing today is that people want to be inspired. We're super demanding when we're shopping online today. Yes, you and me, we're very demanding. Easy to navigate, you want a fast checkout, better delivery, and you also want to be inspired when shopping. Actually, research showed that 70%, and this is European numbers, so 70% of the European shoppers wants to be inspired when shopping online. And I'm sorry to say, this is not new. Selling through inspiration, selling through entertainment, it's not new. Product placements in James Bond movies, for example, has been the shit for ages, but still, only 27% of the European consumer today says that they get inspired when shopping online. I don't get to go to Germany that often, and I would like to do a super quick survey here today. Hands up if you've ever seen a live shopping experience before. Anyone? Okay, yeah, good. That's awesome. We work with some German brands. I can see they've done a great job. But for those of you who are still like, what is she talking about? Let me give an example of what live shopping actually looks like. All right. So we talked about the importance of video. We talked about the importance of inspire people when shopping online. Because I'm going to give you a secret. Online, you're not just competing to your neighbor on the street or somewhere in the same city or in the same country. You're competing in a global environment, right? Your customer on your site is one click away of going to a competitor. So let me end by giving you 3 reasons why you need to own your live shopping journey yourself. The first one is ownership. Hosting a native live shopping event on your own.com will give you the control, but also the data that goes along with that live show. And there's no secret that the most profitable, most powerful companies out there in the world today are the ones that holds the most consumer data, right? So you want to make sure that you collect it in a lawful way and that you use it and adapt to it, right? The second one is a seamless shopping experience. You don't want to be redirected somewhere or a new tab opening up. You want to be able to watch that movie or video, click on a product, put it in the basket, and check out within a few seconds. Well, you can do that with native live video shopping. And the final thing I wanted to share with you today on why it's so important to host it yourself is the added value. What uplift can you expect from hosting it yourself? Well, the data that we sit on, and again, you saw we've done more than 30,000 live shows, data shows that on average, a person is staying in that native live show for 9 minutes. 9 minutes. That is on average 3 times longer than we are staying on a website in general. And if there's an e-commerce manager out here now in the audience that on average have people on their site for 9 minutes, please come and see me. I will be right here. I would love to talk to you and hear what you're doing to keep them so long, because that's impressive, right? So if you only think of 3 things to remember today, I think this is your top 3 on why you need to own it yourself. But enough about that. Let me welcome my very special guest here, Krister Karjalainen. Krister, you guys started doing native live video shopping about 2 years ago for Samsung. Can you tell us what was the reason behind that? Why did you guys invest in this? And how has that journey been for you guys?
Yes, thank you for having me. I just want to say OMR, my first time. I'm blown away by this conference, the people, the knowledge, the community. So I'm really privileged to be on stage. Yes, Samsung and live shopping. We started early on, August 2020. And I think our key objective then was, as all of you marketeers and digital marketeers, we want to explore. We want to find new ways of engaging customers, but also new ways of selling to customers. So we entered on the era of live shopping together with Bambuser early on August 2020. And since then, we have worked every day, every week, every year on testing everything. We have tested everything in terms of which channels drives the most, which paid channels drive the most viewers, what type of content, when should you do a live shopping, at what time should you do live shopping. So we have more or less tested everything. We have also done live shopping in social channels. But I think our main conclusion is a couple of things. One is consumers like to shop, and they like to shop live. Second, they like to also talk to each other. There's a community side of it, which is really interesting as a brand when you actually see it happening in front of you. I think the third thing is also about having the seamless experience. So what we have learned by testing all of this, we have learned that the seamless experience actually drives the conversion rate for sales. That's why we have sort of embarked on this native live video shopping journey together with Bambuser.
Right. And you've been doing a lot of shows, and we're going to zoom into one of the shows you did about 3 months ago. And I don't work at Samsung, but I can imagine releasing a new phone, a new product launch is a quite big thing for you guys. So why did you decide to release that in a live shopping experience?
Yeah, I think one thing, which is maybe a misconception about live shopping, it doesn't only have to buy by promotions. because most people maybe relate it to QVC or any kind of TV shop concepts. It's not only about that. So what we realized during our 2 years is that content is really important if you're going to engage the audience, your viewers, but also have them to convert to sales. So that's why we embarked on a journey for this. I hope you all got the new S22. If not, there's Samsung website. No, but we embarked on this, and we wanted to also explore what's next behind, traditional live shopping. How do we connect this to Metaverse? Can we do live from Metaverse? Can we do live commerce from Metaverse? Can we also drive the kind of virtual influencer journey? So we connected with one agency called Offbeat in Atlanta. So they helped us creating this character, which you will actually meet today, live in person. This is the first time in Europe. We did it in South by Southwest a couple of weeks ago, or months ago. So, and we wanted to see if this content also can drive engagement and sales.
Awesome, and I think you already touched upon the objective to drive awareness, but also very importantly to drive sales, right? And I want to stop on this one for a second, because a challenge that a lot of people have when hosting a live show on your own website is, how do we make sure that we get people to watch the show? How can we drive traffic? Can you give us some insights on how you guys managed to drive more than 25,000 people to your show?
I think for this side, we worked really on with the community side. So we tried to build a community around Zero, because it was created a couple of days before we actually went live. So that was the first step. The second step was to, of course, use our social channels, our own website and our CRM system to invite viewers, Samsung users, to the event. Then we also spent paid media, and we worked really close with a publishing company in Sweden, where they had an interesting display format where viewers on their publishing side, they can actually see the video as it happens, and they can actually shop from that display ad. So they didn't have to go to Samsung.com to actually buy. So that was an interesting solution that we have worked on. And that's the interesting thing about this. We learn new things every day together with partners, publishers, and with Bambuser.
Cool. All right, before we have a look at what it actually looked like, can you tell us a little bit about the host that you picked? Because you didn't just have one, you actually had 3 of them. What was the purpose of that?
Yeah, I think what we learned that different hosts work with different audiences. And for this launch, we wanted to reach a broader audience, but at the same time target a bit younger audience. So we teamed up with 2 human influencers, which is Liam, who is a famous TikTok influencer. So we had a contract with him, so he was part of the live show, but also before the show, so he was driving viewers. Second is Marlin. Marlin is maybe one of the most famous TV hosts in Sweden. And we have chosen this setup because we have tried with all different types of hosts, and this is what we believe is, at least for us in Nordics, this is the setup that works best for us. And then, of course, we added Zero on top of it as the virtual influencer.
That's cool. All right, we're going to play a quick showcase and have a look at what that show looked like, and also sharing some other numbers to that show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I talk to you for a second?
Meet Zero, a Metaverse native who has audiences across the earth going,
Holy shit, what the
who made his live debut introducing the latest Samsung phone to the Nordics, together with other social media stars.
Hey Liam, how's it going? I'm doing great.
I have to tell you that I'm a little bit scared of you.
Is there anything I can do to ease your fear here? Yeah. Was I nervous? Look, I had only woke up 7 days before. I didn't even know what Samsung was. And here I was, promoting it to a world I knew nothing about. I mean, would people laugh at my jokes? Would they like my singing voice? Would anyone even watch?
I love you.
But lucky me, everyone seemed really into it. And I got to take this killer selfie with my new friends.
This live interaction across the multiverse marked a milestone in live e-commerce marketing. And that selfie soon got a life of its own.
You guys are there in the back, and I don't look bad myself.
The community was here for it, breaking all of Samsung's previous records in engagement and sales. The event was promoted on social media, Samsung Nordic CRM channels, and online news outlets, and launched the career of a new type of real-time rendered, live streaming superstar.
I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
Wow. Okay, so I saw 5x ROI flashing by there. With your measurements, was this a success to you guys?
Yes, it was a success, but as said before, we're still learning. We need to always improve everything we do, especially on the content, but also on the UX side for this. So we're still kind of working on improving the overall execution.
Video.
Oh,
Say something.
what's up? Hey, OMR 2022.
Oh, wow,
What's up?
Ciro. Give a hand for Ciro.
Hey, everybody, what's up? Good to see you guys. Krister,
Hi.
always good to see you. How's it going? Emma, how's your day going?
It's awesome. It's like one big after-work party over here. So
I
happy
know,
to
it
join.
seems like it's electric over there. It's awesome. I'm so glad that I get to be a part of this. Thank you guys for having me.
Is this the first time you're joining the OMR?
This is my very first OMR, and I'm so excited to be here. Yes.
What do you think of it?
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. And I also heard that we're opening for Quentin Tarantino. So if Quentin's in the audience or backstage, he should check out my Pulp Fiction dance a little bit later.
Don't tell me. We don't want them to run away just yet.
Right.
Ciro, where are you? Can you show us around?
Yeah, of course. Welcome to my bunker. This is where I live. This is where I hang out. This is the part where I live stream from. My computer's right in front of me. So this is where I live. Why don't we go check out my bedroom really fast? I want to see if I made my bed today.
Yeah, where do you sleep?
Right here. This is my bed. Oops, I did not make it today. I was not ready to be showing my bedroom off, but yeah, this is where I sleep. This is where I hang out. It's a little bit messy, so I'm actually going to go back to my computer. There we go. Just ignore the mess. But yeah, that's where I hang out. That's where I sleep. But mainly I hang out right in front of my computer. That's where I get to engage on social media and hang out with people and chat, get to know the world.
So Ciro, since you're here, what's up for your next? Where can we see you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm all across the internet here. But, mainly Twitter. I hang out everywhere. I love Twitter. Instagram is really awesome too. And I'm looking for new places to go too. So if there's any great places to be hanging out online, I'd love to know.
Cool. Katjana, have you ever met an avatar or a virtual influencer before?
No, I haven't.
No. Do you have a question?
Hi.
Can I ask a question?
Do you have a question for
You
him?
have a question?
Yeah, are you real, Zero?
Yeah, I'm right. I'm here. I'm living. I'm breathing. Just talking to you. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm your first virtual you've ever met.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. Well, there you go. This is a historic moment for you. I'll give you like a virtual high five. How about that? Ready?
Okay.
I see you. Ready? Go. Yeah.
Oh
we
my
got
God,
it. We
that's
got it.
freaking weird.
Pretty
All
on.
right.
Here, let me take a seat at my desk for you guys. Here we
That's
go.
awesome. All right, we are running out of time, Ciro, and there you are.
There we
Okay.
go. Yeah.
Good.
Well,
I thought
since
I
we're out
lost
of
you.
time, I got you
Wow.
guys something. I'll spin
I
it
need-
around for you. Here you go.
I need to learn how to do that trick. Oh, perfect, because I was just going to ask them, if there's anyone out in the audience now who wants to know more, what can they do? And you so suddenly already put it up there.
I know. I'm ahead of the game. You can just scan this QR code, and that'll show you everything you need to know.
It's like you can read my minds. All right, Ciro, it was awesome to have you here. Thank you, Ciro. Thank you, Krister, Katjana, being part of the show as well. Thank you, OMR. I hope I see you out there. Bye.
Thank you.